Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new trade breakdown video. So, breaking down today's trade. I know I've not really been trading a lot recently. This is my first trade in a couple of weeks. So that's the reason why there's been kind of a lack of videos. And also, obviously, I was doing the live trading videos with the face cam. I don't think I'm going to be doing that for a while. I kind of prefer this style of video. And also, not recording kind of helps me to focus when I'm trading, and obviously that's the main reason I'm doing this anyway, is to become a better trader. So I need to really be focused when I'm trading, and then that's when I can get good trades like this. So maybe again in the future I will start doing the live trading videos again. Maybe I'll even start streaming at some point, but for right now there's a few things I'm working on in my trading career. There's a few things that few kind of levels that I'm trying to get to. So I need to kind of stay focused on, working on my system and refining my system and my edge. So this is the trade from today. This is on ES, the 1 minute chart. And I'm going to break down exactly my thought process for the day and what I was looking for and why I took this trade. Okay, so starting on the 1 hour time frame, zooming out, I've marked out the daily open, the 1800 time. Okay, not the midnight open, but the 1800 time for the start of the Tuesday daily candle. Okay, and really, obviously, yesterday we had this bullish expansion. Now, coming into this week, I was bearish, looking for a continuation from last week's price action. Yesterday, we had a strong bullish close. So, coming into today, I was kind of 50-50. Like, are we going to see a continuation of yesterday's daily candle? Or are we going to see, like the high of the week get put in? So, for like a bearish reversal profile. So, coming into the day, going into 9:30, the opening range kind of 9:30 to 10 o'clock, I was really kind of 50-50 on bias. I was favoring shorts today from the start of the day in my journal. That's what it says. Favoring shorts. So I was kind of looking for things that would favor that. But going into kind of 10 a.m., we were, the price action was very backwards and forwards, and you'll see that. But kind of what was of interest to me was that we took out a high, took out the previous day high, and I was kind of looking for a move back into the range, so into yesterday's daily candle. And you can see at the top there on the 1 hour highs, the high of the day we have SMT with Nasdaq, so ES being the weaker of the indices. YM also failed to make the high as well, but the price action on YM was pretty terrible. And then I went down to a 15-minute time frame, and you're not going to see it in these screenshots, but on the 15-minute, on the 5-minute, you can see it as well. To the left, we had kind of two areas of consolidation with failure swings. So this was kind of my target if we're going to be bearish. Now, like I said, going into 10 a.m., so at 9:30, we swept out the London low and we started expanding back higher. On all indices, we started trading higher. And so this is where in my head I'm thinking this could be a continuation of yesterday's daily candle for higher prices. But if it was going to be a bullish day, I wouldn't have traded because I don't really have buy side targets. I'm still favoring lower prices. And I came into the week kind of with a bearish bias. So any move to the upside, really, I'm just seeing as manipulation, even when we get a strong daily close like we did yesterday. So what really set this in stone for me for shorts was post 10 a.m. we started displacing on all indices, and we started getting bearish closures on the lower time frames. So here you can see the 5-minute time frame. Again, you can see the SMT on the highs, on the daily highs where Nasdaq put in a new high at ES failed. And then you can kind of see price start breaking down to the right there. It's very choppy. But price is moving lower. We put in a high. The reason I highlighted that was because we took out a swing high and we traded into the order block to the left where we have the change in the state of delivery. So where Nasdaq took the high and ES failed, those last up close candles, well, that kind of whole range in there, and then we have the move to the downside. I marked out the equilibrium of the order block, and we can see price never got to that point. Took out a swing high and then kind of started rejecting and started closing back to the downside. And then we have this change in the state of delivery. The price ran this high, came back down, closed through this up close candle. We have the 5 minute change in the state of delivery, so mark that out. Price never came back to it, but we created this 5 minute inefficiency, which we traded into. So this was the framework for my shorts. And then the sell side liquidity was basically one area was the PM session low from yesterday, I believe it was. And there was a consolidation, and then there was a consolidation lower as well, which was just another basically secondary target. So going to the 1 minute, this is the entry. So as price makes this high right here, this is the 5 minute candle putting in its high. So price opens, puts in a high inside the 5 minute gap. Okay, and then we have this order block with the inefficiency in here. As we displace, we take out a swing low. So we get a change in the state of delivery, fair value gap, and a displacement through a swing low as well. So basically I entered as we retested the order block, and I got a very good entry. And then my stop loss was on this body high instead of the swing high, because we have the order block to support price lower. And if price is going to come to this high, it's going to go to that high anyway. So this is a safe high for me in terms of like an invalidation level, and it helps me get a bit of a better risk to reward. So overall in this trade, it was a 4-1. So I took partials at the PM session low from yesterday and then closed the full position as we took out the consolidation low as well on the 15 minute and the 5 minute. And if you zoom out and you look at your hourly time frame, you'll see that there's a inefficiency to the left, which we traded into right here as we took out the sell side liquidity from the left. Okay, so you can't see it on here at the minute, but if you look at your charts, you'll see that. And yeah, this is where I closed the full position as I think it was this down close candle right here, as we traded through the original consolidation from the left, took a 1-4, and then was done for the day. So again, I'll show the execution. So selling on this candle here. So this is as soon as we retest the order block. So the order block is here. We retest the order block. Stop loss was up here, and then partial here. Full closure down here as we took out that low.